Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, it's a transfer update, guys. Once again, we're killing ourselves for this. No Diaz, no Adama Traore. Where now for Tottenham? We'll see you after this short little intro, guys. Yes, guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. I'm your man Simon, and this is co-host back in the room again, Matt. How's it going, pal? After these two, you just got to laugh over it, Matt. Telling you, because I'll tell you now, I'm glad I don't take football absolutely seriously in my life, because I'll probably would have flipping hanging ourselves over cliffs at the minute. Missed out on Adama Traore, mate, and Luis Diaz is the latest one. Matt, just put into context how you're feeling at the minute.
I think I'm like you. I try and not let it affect me, but I know it's quite a big thing. We need players. The top four is in our grasp. If we can just strengthen a bit more, and I want Conte to stay as long as possible because I think he's a brilliant manager. I mean, you can't say the club hasn't tried. I suppose. I do think we've been unlucky this week. I mean, Adama looked like it's been done, and then he's just changed his mind at the sort of last minute to go to Barca. And Diaz, we've matched the same offer as Liverpool. We'll put the same, and it's just the fact that they've got Champions League football and are playing much better football than us. I mean, you can't blame him. The only person to blame is Daniel Levy for not investing over the years, and we're still not at that top table because we should have been. Yeah, it's one of those things, mate, and we got to move on. I know that apparently the club's really angry, but I think rather than be angry, you got to go and just do some business and try and there must be other options, and that's why we bought Paratici in because he's very good with contacts and things like that. But it's always going to be hard to get the players we wanted in January, but it was looking hopeful with Diaz, wasn't it? In terms of that quality, but it's not to be. And Liverpool will get their man. We'll move on, and hopefully we just sign a couple, mate. But yeah, it's not great at the moment. But yeah, I'll try not to let it affect me, mate. I've got too much other stuff on my mind as well. So.
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. This is why I don't take football that seriously, mate. Of course, I'm a big Tottenham fan, but mate, I take other things seriously in life than football. I mean, not like some of these other fans who just literally it's their last breath and things like that.
But, Twitter,
yeah. But let's get into it, Matt. Let's get into the chat. We've got a few in there, Matty. Matt, did you want to read them out?
Yeah, I can do, mate. Yeah, I'll start. Simon Stevens was first in the chat. Hello, Simon. Hope you're well, mate. Good evening, Simon and Matt. Or not so good evening after the whirlwind of the last day or so.
We'll get into this.
Isn't it? It's just one of those things. You try not to let it affect you, Simon. Should be all used to it by now, I suppose.
Yeah.
Darce is in the building. Things could be worse. You could be Everton.
Yeah, absolutely. Or could be Arsenal.
I've read tonight. Apparently, Frank Lampard's on the verge of taking the job at Everton. So,
well,
yeah,
take Dele Alli with him.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah. Derek, how you doing, Derek? Good evening, Simon and Matt. Same old Spurs transfer window BS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone can say the club's not trying. I mean, we're obviously,
Yeah, we'll get into that, Matt.
It's hard, isn't it?
That's the next question I want to ask.
NS Sports TV. If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
That's Nippon. That's Nippon's new name.
Oh, okay. Nippon.
No, nice one for coming in, pal. Yeah. That's it. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Absolutely.
Well, we won't. We just get over it. But
Oh, Sid, yes,
oh,
Sid.
Sid, yes, from Paxton Road TV. Yeah, get over to Paxton Road and smash them and subscribe, guys. And yeah, Sid and the guys, great people. And yeah, hope you're well, Sid, mate. Diaz was Klopp's first choice in the summer. Liverpool have been after him for a while, so we just made their mind up for them.
Absolutely. Exactly what I was about to go to.
Smart business from Liverpool. Once Mane or Salah start to age, he'll slot right in and be ready-made. While we picked at our backsides, they took him from under our noses and got it done.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for Simon for coming in. Always in the chat as well, guys, isn't it?
Christopher, Mikel Arteta's Arsenal are ready to make a move for Dejan Kulusevski. The Athletics report regarding Tottenham Hotspur suggests that Conte's side are now a major threat to the Gunners. Yeah, I think he'll go to us over them personally, but
yeah. Well, apparently he wants to stay in Italy till the end of the season and then make his mind up. So
okay.
So we'll get into it.
Paul, how you doing, mate? Hope the weather's all right where you are. I'm sure it is, but
Yes, Paul.
We have been proper unlucky. We will probably end up with Luke Chadwick and Neil Mellor.
Oh my God, blast from the past there, Paul. Jesus
He is
Christ.
kind of right, though. We have been a little bit unlucky in terms of just players changing their minds. But you'd have to put that down to over the years where we've just, completely faltered,
Absolutely.
And I've renamed my channel. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Crocodox. If a tree falls and no one hears it, does it make a sound? If you give a bald fraud a multi-million budget and a football club, does it make a good transfer? This club, man.
Crocodonts, thanks for coming in, pal. Mate, it's all kinds of things was going on in this club, mate. We could be here for hours talking about this.
Well, the problem is, well, I'm sure we'll get into it. But I know my opinions on it, but we'll get to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
Last comment is Paul. Paul, how you doing, mate? Evening, guys. Oh, well, another transfer window blowout and another manager who has fallen for the Levy lies.
I don't know about Levy lies, Paul, but here we go, matey. Everyone's got their own opinions, and I won't be getting dragged into this Levy out, Levy in flipping bollocks. Personally.
We'll make our decision on when deadline day's done, right?
Matt, if you go back through our streams, I said the summer.
Yeah, you did.
Come back to me in the summer. At the end of that summer window, come back to me. And then let's see.
But you would be annoyed if we didn't bring anyone in. No, I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course you will. You know what I mean? Because all the hype. Do you know what I mean?
If we get rid of players as well.
I just don't think now the players are out there available is not going to change this team what we've got now. So that's how I can say it. So me personally, it can't get better or it can't get worse. So there you go.
A few more comments. Sid, we sold Bale and wasted the money on crap players. Liverpool sold Coutinho for 140 million and got Salah, Mane, Jota, and now Diaz.
Yeah.
Don't forget Van Dijk and Alisson in that as well.
Yeah.
Christopher, again, Valencia are confident to complete Brian Hill deal on loan from Tottenham. New direct contact on Saturday. Talks progressing and the agreement looks closer.
Yeah, because Kulusevski's deal is hinging over this Brian Hill deal apparently going. So
I don't want him to go back to Spain. I want him to learn English football. Why can't we learn him like a Norwich or a Burnley? He needs to learn the league. We know he can do it in Spain. What's the point?
Absolutely. Next one, Matt. Jonesy,
with 3 days left, what positions would your priorities this late in the window be?
We'll get into that, Jonesy. We'll get into that, matey. Not a problem.
Carl is in the building. Evening, gents. Carl, how you doing, mate? Thanks for following me on Instagram earlier. I followed you back, so yeah. Crocodiles, I don't think Levy has deceived Conte. I just don't think he could deliver what he promised this winter and now has egg on his face. Hence the reports of the club being angry.
Crocodiles, listen, matey. if you, I've been listening to a couple like top people. I mean, who've been in and around the Tottenham, know Conte's team and what's going on there, and Conte already knew, he weren't going to get massive funds in this window, right? It was the summer, so there'll be the big rebuild, apparently, right? And so, transfer window in January, it can be a pain in the flipping arse. I mean, to get players over the line, I mean, which has been unfortunate. I mean, so, yeah. Paul?
Paul, the summer is the one. If we have a bad window in the summer, then I don't blame him for leaving.
Absolutely, Paul. Thank you very much. At least someone's seeing some light. You know what I mean? January transfer window, you can't just say Levy's going to walk. Even Michael Bridge, all right? Just listen to what Michael Bridge said last night. I'm not saying he knows everything, but just listen to what he had to say last night. You know
He's
what I
got
mean?
insider knowledge, hasn't he?
He's got inside knowledge, and he knows Conte. He knows a very good friend of Conte's in Spain, and he's saying Conte is very happy at the minute for what's going on at the club. And so, me personally, I'll just say it out to the summer. You can't just have it over one window. You know what I mean?
It's never going to be fixed over one window.
It's never going to be fixed. Conte's already said
2 to 3 years.
It's going to take 3 or 4 windows to get us back competing again.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that word, competing. You know what I mean? So, me, I'm gonna sail the ship. You know what I mean? And stay on it until wherever it takes us. You know what I mean?
Well, I can see Conte walking out on Tuesday if we don't buy him. No, he won't. Well, I don't think he will. I think this is all.
Oh, you're a top lad, mate. But no, I don't agree with you there, matey.
Paul, we won't have many players left at this rate. All going, none coming. Well, I think that's the thing. We've got to sell to get some more in. I think that's what they're waiting for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simon Stevens, biggest issue I have is if Conte was promised transfer activity in this window and got nothing, yet being asked to get top 4. If it was a lesser manager, he'd fail and get the sack because of it.
Simon, I want to get into the questions. You know what I mean? But
I know. It's going off in these comments, mate. I'll say.
Seriously, mate. Quickly on that one. Listen, Conte was promised a bit of activity, right, in this window. It's mainly the summer. It's apparently a massive overhaul of the squad. That's what apparently DiMarzio has come out and said, that he has been actually told that that's the main overhaul in the summer. That what's going to happen at Spurs. Conte's already been told that before, when he come in, that January's going to be a tight window for us to get players in. So just read it as you want. Go on, Matt. Go on, fly through it, mate. Go on.
Christopher, more bad news if true. Tottenham Hotspur reportedly set to face late competition from Napoli and the pursuit of Fiorentina midfielder Sofiane Emre.
Absolutely, I saw that as well. When I come on, I won't be surprised if that deal's gone.
Das, that's a good point. Should have Hill loan out in England if you can even afford to loan him out.
Yeah, he's not hitting the mix at the minute, Das, mate. So he needs to go out.
Ready, is he?
No. He's not ready at the minute. He needs to bulk up and he's played regular football for me. So he's young. He can go away.
In England. He's playing England, not Spain.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's next, mate?
Carl, cheers, buddy. I'm okay. Calm down a bit now, but I still think we will bring a couple through.
Absolutely, Carl. Absolutely. 2 or 3, I'm saying. Trust me. We'll be live here, just me and Matt on Monday, 6 to 11. Right, and I'll tell you now, that is going to hot up. That's where all our business will be done.
I'll Sid. Agree with you, Simon. Summer will be massive in terms of transfers and Conte. We just got to get on with it now until then.
Absolutely, Sid. I mean, me and Sid are always on the same level. Me and Sid, Matt.
Yeah,
good else, Sid.
Sid's good. Simon, I'm not sure if that's right, Simon. Conte was asked to assess his squad ahead of January. That has to mean something.
Yes,
maybe for the summer, though.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. You just took the words out of my mouth there, Matt. I mean, it wasn't only for the January summer. I said what Matt said there. It was for the summer as well. He's overhauled the. He's having a look at the squad. He's really told the board who's the one he needs to get rid of, who are the ones that can keep. These are the targets he wants. I mean, so let's see.
I'm with you guys on the summer being the measuring stick, regardless of my thoughts on the board. Top 4 is on still, even if there's no business, as long as the squad can stay fit. Yeah, I agree. Jonesy, I think the frustration comes from the fact we're in such a good position to get the Champions League. I think the fans wanted a couple of signings to freshen up the squad and push for the top 4.
Hey, of course it's frustrating. Of course it's frustrating, but but we're in a good position still. I mean, I still say we'll get 2 or 3. And who comes on Monday, right? And I'm telling you now, I'm just hoping, right? Let me put this out there, right? I'm just hoping fucking Daniel Levy slaps a big transfer on fucking Monday. Let's see some of these comments then. Because I'm telling you now, don't put it fucking past him. I mean, the guy's he's getting a lot of stick lately, you know what I mean? But I'm just hoping he does come up with one big signing on Monday.
Paul Denman is in agreement with you, Simon. Just wait till Monday. Things will get better.
Yeah,
absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised to hear some stuff tomorrow again, in terms of players. Yeah. And
the sources apparently it's going to be busy this weekend.
Yeah,
it's going to be mental.
Well, they haven't got a choice. They've got Paratici. I'm sure he's got other people, hasn't he? Like he has loads of different options when just in case one falls through. So we have players lined up. I think we will see mass exits tomorrow, and players coming in. We just need to freshen the team up to get through the rest of the season. Frustration is no transparency.
Yeah, absolutely, Cole. Absolutely, matey. Cole, we'll get back. Let's get through this because
trying to get through, yeah. DJS Kane. I told Levy will never change, and I will bet you anything we will sign 0 players.
Mate, absolutely. If I had a flipping £1 million for that, I'll bet you £1 million and fucking everything else that Tottenham will sign 2 or 3 in this window. 100%.
Das, Jan doesn't seem like the window you can promise much of anything.
Absolutely does.
2 more. I'm trying to get through them. Christopher, Tottenham have had an offer accepted by Isthmian League Club Lewis for their winger, Ollie Tanner.
Ollie Tanner, people laughing at this, right, on Twitter. I've seen a lot of fucking stick about this, right? Maybe not against the player, but against this is one for maybe for what he is a
it's his part.
I can see where the frustration is, right? No Diaz, no Dunbar.
Yeah.
We've got this. But this guy is a talented footballer.
I mean, you look at West Ham when they brought Bowen in. Everyone was, they were people were laughing at that. And look at him now. I think the problem with Ollie Tanner is his previous tweets about Harry Kane and hating Tottenham does not help the matter.
Yeah.
But we're all young and we make mistakes, I suppose, when we're younger. Jonesy, do you find it strange we never give our younger players a chance? You see Liverpool, United and Arsenal all playing their younger players. Are ours just not that good?
I just don't think most of our youngsters are good as what people put them out to be. And I'm truthfully honest. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? We've got 1 or 2 probably are all right. And the question is, why did Didier Markanday go out? Sold. Come on, there must be something there. You know what I mean? There must be something on there. I mean, me personally.
Paul, the transfer window doesn't need to be a month long. It gives false intentions to fans, making it seem clubs aren't trying. If it was only a week, then they would look busier.
Absolutely. I agree. A week in January, Paul.
That'd be crazy. Nepal, we haven't signed anyone either. You don't bloody need anyone.
Exactly.
My stance on Levy is that he's done a lot of good commercially. We wouldn't have been near the top 4 if we were still under Sugar or someone else, but he's too shrewd and it's damaging to us.
Absolutely. Do you know what, right? It'll laugh my head off if the club gets sold and the next owner comes in and absolutely shoves this club up the arse, trust me. And where do you go then? Do you blame Levy for that as well? You know what I mean? It's absolutely fucking gone.
DJ Ollie Tanner insulted Harry Kane. I don't want him.
Oh, come on. Jesus fucking Christ.
Probably from a tweet about 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh my God.
Darsh, you also can't laugh if he's better than what you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ollie Tanner is a brilliant young player in the mould of Waddle, Bale, Grealish, a lanky, tall young lad with brilliant feet and very attacking.
Have you seen this guy, Matt?
I've seen bits, yeah. Well, obviously, he's not far. Lewis is not far from me, to be fair.
Wow,
So,
mate.
yeah.
Me, it's fucking dudes, fucking.
Simon Stevens, even Aston Villa are getting business done at the right time and acting like a big club. We need to act like the giants that our brand new stadium suggests that we are.
Listen, Simon. Listen, mate. You're a great lad. Always comes in and shows us support. Absolutely. But what I'll say, Simon, that Aston Villa, you telling me Coutinho, right? All right, he could have come in and made a bit of an impact, but to me, it's not a Tottenham player. It's not a Conte player. To me, Luca Dina, I think Region is better. Me personally, so they've only got them two through the door. So how they're acting like a big club, it's beyond me. But here you go. That's your opinion, there, Simon, mate.
Who's Oh, he's done you like a kipper.
Actually, it's my birthday in 15, 16 days, so I'll come on and have a...
Get that banner up. Go on, son. Nirvana, trust me, we do. Marcus Alonso is a ticking time bomb and a red card waiting to happen.
Right.
Well, he gets a lot of disrespect, Marcus Alonso. I think he's done quite well for Chelsea, considering. Marcande wanted first team game time, but wasn't guaranteed it, and his contract was running down, decided to leave. Poor lad got injured in his first game for Blackburn.
Yeah. If he was that good, Tottenham would have kept him. And that's what I'm just trying to say, guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, me personally.
I thought Ollie Tanner is the same guy who made fun of Harry Kane's lisp.
Oh, come on. Come on. Stop flipping these. Don't flip and listen to that.
There are rumours out there that we are prepared to use Lo Celso for... No, that's not happening.
Diego Carlos is staying at Seville.
Yeah. I don't really want him, actually. I think he's like 30 as well. I mean, he's just highly rated on FIFA, so people probably think he's a good player. Absolutely. I expect we would just have to wait and see with all of them. All right.
Yeah.
Harry Payne. I like that name. I'm 100% sure Conte will have Ollie Tanner involved in the first team squad before the end of the season.
Wow.
Bloody
This guy must watch him. As well. Devon. Where's an original spud? He must be not be a Tottenham fan, this guy.
Yeah.
See you later, pal.
Got a joker.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Bad thing about Paratici is that he tends to buy players with very little end product.
Yeah, well, we've seen that so far. Harry, pal.
Lo Celso going to Lyon.
Yeah, it's talks. It's nothing more than that there, Chris, mate. Just talks at the minute.
Honestly, the players that we are looking at are not that impressive.
Absolutely not. This is what I'm trying to say. The players are out there now who are available. Then are they going to really change his squad to the end of the season? I think it's just to bulk
the squad up, isn't it? That's what I think we want. Just to get Ndombele out would be a dream, to be honest. But
absolutely.
I know, Ali. Maybe Ollie Tanner can be another Jamie Vardy story.
You never know. Nippon. You never know.
When's Matt's birthday? My birthday is 28th of September. It's a bit of a way off.
Oh, it's a bit way off yet.
I'm driving GLC personally to Lyon.
Yeah, absolutely. Waste of fucking space.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right, last comment. Carl, we all know Paratici's scattergun effect. He could be talking to 10 players' agents at the moment.
Yeah, Mauricio said he's very, very good at this. He can be talking to multiple players at once. So things will be boiling up behind the scenes. Go on, Matt, quickly before we get into go on.
Oh, there's another one. Yes, boys, Ollie Tanner eats up the ground with his long legs and is very well balanced on the ball, being able to play with both feet. He makes defenders very nervous.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant to hear that.
Yeah, Nirvana, I'm a Libra too. Yeah, good man.
Jonesy.
Guys,
we'll get
thoughts
into
on
this.
Kuleveski, and would you start him over Lucas and Stevie B? Oh,
Oh,
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
get
I haven't
into
seen
this.
enough of this guy, really. I mean, I think he'll be an option like when we need him.
Yeah, mine's 25.
Right. Ollie Tanner as end products. He scores goals and creates assists. Right, that is it. Question.
There we go.
Thank you for all the comments.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I didn't bring that up actually. Too late. 25 minutes into the stream. Matt, Spurs miss out on Diaz and Traore. So what next for Spurs, Matt? What do we do next? Where do we go?
I don't know. I honestly don't sort of know at this moment in time. I mean, I think it'll be maybe this Kuleveski. I mean, he can score a couple of goals, and like, I know people in the comments are saying he's got no end product, but neither does Emerson, neither did Lo Celso. I mean, he could come in and just do a job, even if it's for half the season, and then
Yeah, it's this guy here, guys. We're all about.
Yeah.
No, that one.
That's him.
I can't see him on mine. It's not coming up on mine.
He's on the screen, mate. I can see him.
Right, he's on the screen. So that's that, guys. It's this guy here. It could be coming to Tottenham, Matt. It could be. Talks are ongoing.
It's a body. It's another option, and I think he'll offer a bit more than Brian Hill will at this moment in time. So yeah, I mean, there's other deals, isn't there? I mean, I'm seeing maybe Morata on a loan. I mean, I think it wouldn't be a bad backup striker for me. We need another one, just until the end of the season. I don't think that's the worst option ever.
Apparently, Morata's staying. Apparently.
Oh, he is he? Because I saw it was a loan earlier, and I was like, that wouldn't be a bad deal. Because there's not many strikers out there that you could,
Yeah. So Matt, let's talk about it quickly. Diaz, mate. Yeah, the red cross on him. We're not getting him. He's going to Liverpool. So what do you expect, Matt? What do you expect? He's going to go to Liverpool now. Is that a massive miss from Tottenham, or was it just literally what I said earlier, Matt? Liverpool's number one target for the summer, right? They saw Tottenham come in with this offer, and basically Porto's told Liverpool, mate, if you don't get your arse in gear, it's going Tottenham. So what do you want? I mean, and obviously Liverpool's reacted and come in early, and that's how I can see it, mate. It's not like, and how is that Daniel Levy's fault? This is what I'm trying to say. Daniel Levy has put down the fucking money on the table for this dude. Now he's decided that he wants Champions League football and he wanted Liverpool. So how is that Daniel Levy's fault?
Yeah, it is a tough one because both clubs both playing the same price, aren't they? In terms of Spurs offer the same as Liverpool. I just think if you're him, they're in a better position at the moment. He's playing in the Champions League for Porto. They could challenge. I think we've just been a bit unlucky this week, really. I think we have tried for him. I don't think we can say they haven't really put in effort for him. It's just a shame, mate. And, it's just annoying that it's Liverpool again, isn't it? Proud enough them beating us in the final, but now robbing a player off us as well. But, these things happen. And, I think he'll be a really good player, and that'll be a scary front line, I think.
Yeah. Matt, can you get into the pictures there, mate, in brand, and just click up Traore and bring him up? You'll see him with a red cross on him. You'll see it in the brand. Is it coming off on yours, Matt?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not coming off on mine. I don't know what that is about. Look, let's go, guys. Adama Traore, guys. Another one. Apparently, Levy lost the deal. He didn't lose the deal. How did he lose the deal? Okay, just didn't want to pay the 20 million or whatever they wanted him. He had 80 months left on his contract. We could have done the deal early. Yes, I agree. But it sounds like the player had attention to go to Barcelona, and Barcelona come in and they've got their man. So to me, I don't know. I think it's a bit weird one.
There's sort of questions on it. The Traore didn't necessarily want to play right wing back, and he just wanted to play
right wing back as well. That's another one. That's another good one. Yeah.
Right wing role. So because I think for us, he was going to be like a bit of a versatile player, wasn't he? If he was to play right wing back, sometimes right wing. I mean, maybe for him, he just thought he didn't want to be that sort of player.
Matt, was there any comments in there, matey, before we go on?
We do have a few, mate. Yeah, let me just get into them.
Oh. So who we got in this chat?
Kulizeski has very little end product, but then so do a lot of our players. I haven't seen enough of him. I can't comment on that really.
Yeah, exactly the same.
He's got to do more than Lo Celso. So,
yeah.
The legend. The man that's been through a really tough time, and it's just great to hear from him again. And we love him on this channel, and we just want you to get well, and can't wait to eventually have you back on in the future. But you keep fighting, mate, and you keep doing well, and get better soon. But thank you for joining tonight, top man.
Absolutely. Matt, who's next up?
Louis 2705. Hey lads, hope you're well. Yes, Louis, we're okay. Well, I'm okay. To be fair, hope you're well, mate. Carl, Bobby, love nothing better than seeing you in the comments.
Absolutely.
Harry Payne, I think loan signings would be best just to help us get top 4.
Yeah. Could be Harry. Could be. That's what I said. I think it'd be 2 or 3.
Surprised Lingard wasn't a target, overpriced. I've heard Man United won't sell to us or West Ham because they see us as rivals.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an absolute no-go.
Yeah. One to look out for in the summer, I reckon. Derek, wait until Monday and see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's just see, I suppose. It could be tomorrow. It could, they might even work Sunday. I don't know.
Yeah.
Simon's at Bob Spur TV. Happy to see you back, mate. I hope you're in good health, my friend.
That's it, Sam. That's it, my friend.
Harry, again, we were never in for Luis Diaz, lads. Levy got burned badly by Ndombele and Le Useless, so he's not forking out any more £60 million plus to sign players.
Seriously, Harry, I said all the noise, seriously.
It was done. It was ready.
Harry, seriously, it wasn't just come from one source. It was coming from the likes of DiMaggio, the Fab, Steve Pippin, even like the guys in the Sky Sports studios. That seriously, the money was there. It was on the table. The offer was there. So, to me, I can't see why it's Daniel Levy's fault if the player decides Liverpool come in and decides to go to Liverpool. You know what I mean? It's happened to us before.
Derek, if these players don't want to come to us, do we really want them?
Well, if you think some of the sources say he was ready to come to Tottenham, he was ready to can't wait to play in the Premier League. And then there's some sources that are saying that no, he didn't really want to come play Tottenham. So yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Derek. I mean, I didn't want players who didn't really want to play for Tottenham.
Would have been really interesting to see if we had Champions League who he would have chosen. Would have been interesting.
Yeah, and I'll keep saying this, and I'll keep saying this, and I will keep saying this, right? In the modern day now, modern players, all they want, it's sad, I know, it's sad, they want the big fucking wong, and they want Champions League football. They don't fucking give a fuck about trophies no more. Trust me. Them sort of days, back in the day where players come to these top clubs who win trophies to win trophies. Now, in this day and age, right, they come for the big dollar, right, and they come for Champions League football. How many times has Tottenham been stung with the words, "You're not in Champions League, I am not coming to you"? You know what I mean? So seriously, they are the two big things of what players want these days: Champions League football and big dollars.
Levy won't spend big for a long time because Ndombele and the Celso have stole a living at this club, taking millions from the club and giving nothing back.
Wow. Yeah, this I can see where you're coming from, Harry.
Yeah,
But
everyone, every club's had their disaster transfers, haven't they? You look at Liverpool
I
when
mean, we can move
like Andrew Carroll and players like that, and they had to learn from it.
Absolutely.
Carl Simpson, exactly, Derek. We have had enough players over the years that don't bleed for the shirt.
Because unfortunately, Cole, this modern football now, matey, it's gone. That old saying, "Bleed for the shirt," has gone, mate. Them sort of players don't exist no more, mate. The players what's around this modern game now, it's fucking big money, big wage they want, and Champions League football. They don't give a fucking toss about when they come to clubs about the fucking history of that club and the rest. They're coming for the fucking pay packet. I mean,
Harry again. Conte was going to use Traore as a bowling ball.
well, he didn't want to play right wing back, did he? So,
allegedly, yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do TV, Chris. You need Harry.
Absolutely.
Simon, unless we can pull a big fish, I hate to say it, but we are probably better off doing no business at all.
Matt, do you know when you get when you put Chris up on the screen, was there a picture of, or was it just blank?
No, there's a picture of Chris, his logo, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. Mine's coming up. Mine's not coming up. Mine's not loading properly.
Yeah.
It must be something wrong with my thing tonight. Go on, mate.
Yeah, unless we pull a big fish, I hate to say it, but we are probably better off doing no business at all, and that's from Simon Stevens.
Yeah.
Maybe, but yeah.
I can't see it.
No, not if people are going out.
Yes, yes, top 943.
Yeah. I will be at the protest Monday afternoon with Brian.
Right. Okay. Matt, let me just leave the screen, and I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'll carry on, mate. Yeah. Harry Payne, I don't believe Levy went in for Diaz, and I'll prove it because we won't spend anything over 40 million for a player in this window. No, I don't think we'll spend 40 million over a player who they don't want or someone who Conte doesn't want. I think that is the difference. I think they've just maybe seen Diaz or Conte's mentioned something, and let's maybe go in for a bit. I don't know. Let's just wait and see, guys. I think we've got until Monday. Carl Simpson, good man, top 943. I couldn't get the time off. It could get interesting. Top 943 says, cheers, Carl. And Facts and Stats is in the building. SOS, save our Spurs. Well, yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, so there's obviously Adama Traore, guys. More. It's been a bad week, hasn't it? Really. Yeah, he would have get off to something a bit different, wouldn't he? But we've got to move on and bring in other, try and bring in other players. Do you really want these players if they don't want to come? Harry, who would you like to come in? Any of you guys on the panel? Oh, in terms of incomings, I mean, I don't think Morata would be a bad shout on loan for a backup striker. I kind of think, if you've got 50, 60 million, you're going to spend that on Diaz. Why not just test Leeds' resolve and maybe just whack in a bid for Rafinha? Premier League proven, very good player, very versatile, can play centrally, can play right wing, can play more through the middle. Offers you another, a different avenue in attack as well. I think that would be a good move. There's players out there. It's hard, I know Lo Celso, apparently Leon want him. Could we do a deal with Aouar or that Guimaraes, who's going to Newcastle, we could hijack that deal. I mean, there are options, aren't there? But yeah, it's whatever Conte wants, guys. And if he doesn't want these players, then what's the point? Andy Durbin, Levy needs to put his hand in his pocket. I think he's trying. I do think he's trying. Rafinha, good shout. Yeah, thank you, Andy. Welcome to the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well. Harry Payne, yes. Morata has experience. He's big, tall, and very physical. The perfect backup for Kane. Yeah, used to European football. He could come in and challenge Kane as well, for a game or two. They actually played under Conte when he was at Chelsea. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't the best in the Premier League, but maybe he deserves another crack. And even if he could just help out, Kane and stop him getting injured and nick a couple of goals, he's got to do more than I suppose players like Dele and Ndombele and Lo Celso and even Dane Scarlett are doing at the moment. Let's offer Dele to Leeds for Rafinha, see what Leeds do. Maybe Dele and 20 mil for Rafinha. I don't think that's a bad deal. It's about 50 million overall, wasn't it? If you class Dele as a 30 million player, I mean, maybe not. I'd maybe even think about maybe Lo Celso to Leeds. He's got that Argentinian link with Bielsa. Could work. Christopher Inshaw, Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy has been accused of treating his players like pieces of meat by Arsenal legend Martin Keown. Well, he's a gooner, and he would say that. I don't know if to believe that. Andy Durbin, doing well yourself, just frustrated with the business this window. Yeah, he's frustrating, Andy. I'm doing well. I try not to let it affect me. I've got a lot of work on and things like that. There's more to life, isn't there? But we crack on, mate, and what will be, I still think we've got a good enough squad. Son's coming back, Romero. We've got options, definitely. But yeah, it would be nice to just maybe get one or two, wouldn't it? But, still 3.5 days left, guys. Wait till Monday. We will see. We'll talk during that show, I'm sure. And 11 o'clock on Monday, if you sign no one will, I'm sure there'll be questions asked. Yeah, everyone just keep the chats coming. I'm just gonna turn this screen off. I don't really want to see Adama anymore. I'm trying to get rid of it, guys. Give me a sec. We'll just go with that because I think that's convenient. It's nice. Richard Evans. Richard, I want to chat, mate. 20 years of failure. To dare is to dear. Oh yeah, true. Harry Payne. What about Draxler? I like him. I think the thing with Draxler, who plays on the left wing, I don't think he'd be that good. He's gone to PSG, big money. All these players go to PSG, try and prove a point, and they end up flopping. I just don't rate the move myself. I mean, I wouldn't say no to him. I'd rather have Gini Wijnaldum for me. But yeah. Simon Stevens. Simon's been gone a while. Is he exercising a demon in the bathroom by any chance? I'll let him answer it. He's back, guys.
Guys, I'm having trouble with my laptop. I don't know what's going on there. So sorry about that, guys. Matt, can you hear me, mate? Well,
I can hear you, mate. Yeah, loud and
I hate
clear.
doing it on my phone. Hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm back in here now, guys. Sorry about that. Matt, done well there. Keep it
Cheers,
going. Where are we, Matt?
We've got a couple of comments left, mate. Yeah, Harry, I think we should bring in big, tall, physical players, as such players can cover a lot of ground in little time. Yeah, potentially. Richard Evans, give me Simon and Matt on the screen. Much better than looking than Adama Traore. Oh, stop. Top 943, you're back, lol.
Yes, I'm back.
And Carl Simpson, we should have really taken advantage of players PSG offered us, but I suppose just because they say we didn't doesn't mean that is the case.
That we should have taken advantage of PSG offer, but us. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I totally agree with that, pal. absolutely.
Martin Island, thank you for joining the chat. Lewis Diaz,
Martin.
he chose a bigger club, fellas.
How's it going, my friends? Yeah. Martin, to be fair, mate, that was your number one choice in the summer. So it was going to be UWN. So, yeah.
Richard, mass protests outside Spurs Lodge all day Monday. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Right. Matt, who else we got? Who else we got in this chat, Matt?
One more, mate. Harry, that demon is flushed now. Brown salmon has been set free by Simon.
I'm trying to get back onto the laptop, guys. I don't know what it. Yeah. So so there was everything went. So I'm trying to. So I'm just on my mobile in a minute. What did I tell you, Simon? Enoch won't spend, mate. Richard, they will spend. Trust me. Come back on Monday when me and Matt 6 to 11, guys. 6 to 11. We're doing a deadline day special, and I think that's where Spurs are going to do all their signings. I really do on transfer deadline day. Matt, and where do we get up to with the players? We're talking about Traore,
Kuleveski, and we did Diaz, I think.
Right, can we get?
I'll get him up, mate. Who do you want?
Kuleveski, innit? Get Kuleveski up again. Well, Matt.
Oh, he's gone again. Right, I'll jump in. Is there any more comments? No more. Come on, guys, get the comments going. Yeah, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. We're getting there, we're near that 1,000 mark. We're getting there anyway, slowly but surely, but we will get there. And yeah, just smash a like on the video tonight. And yeah, it's been a good one so far.
Absolutely. So thanks for everyone in the chat so far. So Matt, take that screen off, Matty, about Kuleveski.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, North London. No, we don't want that one, do we? What's happening there, Matt? That's it. We're back. Matt. So Matt, what's the next question in there, Matty? Let me just get down.
We got
it's this one here, Matt. Yeah. Something seriously going on with my flipping laptop in a minute. So here we go, Matt. This is the one. Sorry, Matt. Can you blame the board, Matt, for missing out on these two players? That's the massive question. Massive thing going around in the Spurs camp at a minute. Spurs fans, Spurs family, what you want to call it. It's the board's fault we missed out these two players, Matt, on Adama Traore and Luis Diaz. To me, I don't think you can blame the board for Luis Diaz. He was going to Liverpool all day long when Liverpool coming for him. And Adama Traore, I agree, we could have gone in for him a bit early and just slapped up the money. But you know what, Levy, he's been like it for years. I mean, 80 months left on his contract. He's not going to pay that sort of money what Wolves wanted. So then in the end, Barca come in and he's obviously going to go back to Barca, Matt.
Yeah, no, I just think it's one of those. We've just been a bit unlucky this week. I think, we agreed the deal with Wolves for Traore finally, and then it was all went a bit quiet, didn't it? And he's obviously been stalling. Maybe Barca rung him up, or they got, spoke to Wolves, and Wolves spoke to Adama and said, look, it's between Tottenham and Barcelona. Do you want to go back to Spain, or do you want to, stick to the Premier League and go and play for Tottenham? And he's obviously, chosen Barcelona. He's Spanish himself. You can't blame him. It's his home country, isn't it? So, it's one of those things. It's a shame because we won't see him in the Premier League. But if there is a positive, he won't score against us when we play Wolves at home.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is a good positive. But to me, Matt, I can't blame the board for this Diaz one. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking that. You know what I mean? You could blame the board for a lot of things at this club. You know what I mean? But things like this, Matt, you just can't keep blaming the ball. Daniel Levy's fault. It's Daniel Levy's fault. You know what I mean? He slapped up the money, and it's not just coming just for one guy. It's coming from loads of sources that he slapped up this money for Diaz, right? And there you go. You know what I mean? And he's gone to Liverpool. You know what I mean? So, to me personally, I think we just got to be more patient in there. Matt, is any comments in there, Matt?
Oh, we've got a few, yeah.
About this question?
No, first one. Richard wants you a Brucey tenner on it, then Simon, about Enoch not spending, and you think we will spend. So I'll let you.
100%. 100%. I'll take that all day long off you, mate. Because I'll tell you now, tomorrow Kulusevski will be announced. Trust me. Once Brian Hill's been, that's what I've heard. That once this Brian Hill deal's gone to Valencia, that Kulusevski deal will get pulled over the line. So that's one in the bag.
Harry says, I'm eating, guys. Sorry. Not a problem, Harry. Carry on eating, mate. Enjoy
Harry,
it.
not a problem, matey. Enjoy what you're eating. I hope it's something nice.
Yeah. Friday it should be. Facts and stats.
Yes,
I've not been commenting much during these transfer updates, as I always wait until the player is holding up the shirt or the window is slammed shut. It's not a bad way to be, I suppose.
Yeah, or can wait till transfer deadline day. Come to me and Matt on Premier Hotspur TV 6 to 11, and we'll give you plenty of players holding up shirts. So I mean,
hopefully,
not just from Tottenham side of the story. We'll be covering every club. I mean, every transfer goes through. We will be bringing it here.
Rich Evans, Kulusevski won't take us to the next level.
No,
we're not there yet, though. So
it's going to be a loan deal. It's going to be a loan deal, apparently. Tottenham, apparently, I don't know how true it is, they don't want the option to buy.
Yeah, I think Juventus want the obligation to buy, which means you have to. Yeah. I think Spurs want option to buy.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Spurs don't want the obligation to buy.
Yeah.
Sorry, and they only want the option to buy.
Yeah.
Put the deal.
Yeah, Juventus obligation.
That'll be a win-win situation if we can get that clause in the contract.
Because if he does well, they can either have him back or we can, get him. It's
absolutely.
Harry Payne, spicy spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. Hope some meatballs in there as well. Top 9 for very good to be on here, lads. Yeah, good to have you on here, mate.
Yes. Top 9 for free. Always in the chat. Long time support of this channel.
Simon Stevens, I like Matt Shout. Test Leeds resolved with a big boy bid for Rafinha. Get in his head. Does he want to be playing Championship or Champions League next season?
I said this earlier, Matt, innit? If we've got, and you said it as well, Matt, if that was pure money on that table for Luis Diaz, so where's it gone? So if it's still there, right, and it was money on the table, go to Leeds and test fucking their resolve over Rafinha. Trust me, because the player will want to come. Trust me.
Yeah. And it'll be hard to get in the summer if we want to get him, because apparently Chelsea are sniffing around.
Absolutely.
Richard Evans, remember the 90s when Klinsmann signed for Spurs? That for me will never be beaten.
It was good. I interested, but there is a few after that.
That was my one.
That was fantastic. Gareth Bale.
Okay, yeah, he didn't come on
the scene. He come with big potential. It didn't start off well, but look what he turned into. To me, that was bigger than Klinsmann. Me.
And when we got him back, maybe as well.
Yeah, I mean, so.
Harry Payne, why haven't we gone for a player with good delivery into the box for Kane and Son, like a Beckham type? Who is there? Who is there?
At this present moment, that's what I'm saying. And
none out there, or if they are, they're players like Rafinha, who you're likely not going to get in January. Richard Evans, yes. Joe Lewis has a 8 billion fortune.
Yeah, but it's all wrapped up though in properties and all that, Richard. He
Real
hasn't got that.
estate and all that
He hasn't
stuff.
got that in his account ready to spend. That's the unfortunate bit. If you actually look at it, it's most of his money is tied away in properties and investments and things like that. So that money, Matt, is that true, Matt? Isn't it? That's what I've read a big article about that.
Yeah, I think he's got it all in real estate. He wants to build an airport, a brand new sort of airport. I've heard in America, like a futuristic type one. So I think his money
Yeah,
will be tied up in that.
yeah. Next one, Matt.
Top 943, you're right, Si. Diaz didn't fancy Spurs in the first place. No Champions League doesn't help in getting these players in.
Absolutely. Top 943. I've been saying it for a long, long time. Champions League is the pinnacle. It's the pinnacle of any team, of any player. Any team wants to sign a big top player. You've got to be in the Champions League. That's the pinnacle. To me, that's over a trophy. I love to win trophies all day long. Don't say I don't want to win trophies. I want to win trophies. But if you want these big names, right? Missed out on Vlahovic. He wanted Champions League. We missed out on Diaz. He wanted Champions League. I mean, we can roll in it, Matt. All these names with loads of names. Champions League football, and unfortunately, that's what they go for.
Yeah. Derek Traore and Diaz did not want to come to Spurs, so get over it.
What do you mean, Derek? To me, I don't get rattled over nothing, mate. Trust me.
I'm not saying we've got sort of over it. I'm just
Traore, Derek. You know what I mean? I think he wanted to come to Tottenham, but he just didn't want to play right wing back, apparently. But when Barcelona come in, that is the head turning point. It was an ex-Barcelona player. As Matt said, he's a Spanish international. It's a no-brainer. That's not Tottenham's fault, is it? That's not Daniel Levy's fault. That's the player he wanted to go to Barcelona. Same with Diaz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I am not getting rattled over nothing.
Got some breaking news, but it's not Spurs related.
Go ahead, matey.
Frank Lampard set to be appointed as new Everton manager. Full agreement reached now. It's done and sealed. Fabrizio Romano.
Right, and Dele Alli is going there as well. So you hear that first from us as well. Matt?
Simon Steven, 50-50 for me. We lowball and drag out deals for too long, and like Hawks, teams come in and still a march on us. We gave them the opportunity, but I'm sure Diaz and Traore preferred the moves they got.
Simon, as I said to Matt there, right, even if we 1st of January, Diaz, 60 million on the table, Liverpool still was said, fuck me, they're going for Diaz. We're not having this. We're going to go matching Tottenham's bid.
They wanted him last summer, didn't they? Well, apparently.
He is Klopp's number one target for this summer, for next summer. Yeah. I mean, so for this summer coming, sorry.
Christopher Inshaw, yes. Okay.
Richie,
if Spurs don't spend, we were in a relegation battle within 3 years' time. Take Son and Kane out of that side, and it's a very poor squad.
Yeah, I've said this for a long time.
No top player wants to join Spurs. Even Roy Keane said it.
I don't think
that's a massive integration. We nearly got Diaz. He's just chosen Liverpool. We nearly got Adama Traore. You know, if we don't sign anyone,
Trust me when I say this, right? Tottenham will sign someone in it. They'll sign 2 or 3 in this right? And hopefully that gets us to Champions League football, right? And then you'll see what I'm trying to say in the summer. And these top fucking players, right, will want to come to Tottenham. Trust me, because of Champions League football.
But, I could say to Roy Keane, no top player wants to come to Man United at this moment in time. Only unless you throw the money at them.
Absolutely.
So, I'm the birthday boy on Sunday. Let's hope Enoch give me a surprise come Monday. Oh, that'd be nice. Hope so. Hope you get your present. Happy birthday, mate.
What sort of... go on, Matt. Go on, Matt.
We are now linked with Morata. Lol, he couldn't score in Soho and Amsterdam.
Morata is... Fabrizio's already
he's underrated, I think. I think he's like...
He's not going nowhere.
No. Well, I don't mean he'd be a bad option to the end, but, yeah. Top 943, smash the like and subscribe button, lads. Let's hope these top guys out. Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
Nice one, pal. Thank you very much, matey.
Carl, it's amazing on how many people on other streams turn into managers. Let's get the players in and let Conte do his job, which he is a lot more qualified than us.
Yeah, absolutely, Cole. Yeah, I totally agree with that, matey. That and we don't know what the names that Conte's thrown at the ball. Do you know what I mean? It could
And
be
we don't know. Yeah, Amrabat. He might be. He might not be our cup of tea. But he could come in and just surprise us all, couldn't he? He could do a really good job. I remember when Chelsea signed Matic. I'd never heard of him until he came in. Look how good of a player he was when when Conte first brought him in. So
absolutely.
I'm sure West Ham fans are thinking, who the hell's Souček as well and Soufal? They were 2.5 million each. Look how they've turned out. So, it's not always about big names, is it?
No.
Harry Payne, panel name names. Like, who do you want in, and how many players would make you happy?
Panel name names. Do you know what? I wouldn't be that devastated if we don't sign no one. I mean, I wouldn't be that devastated. I ain't say I won't be devastated. Yeah, you'll be itching. You'll be scratching your head saying, what's going on here? But who's out there, Harry? This is the problem with me and Matt saying, who is out there? Right? If we haven't got Champions League football at the minute, right, and we don't pay big dogs at the minute, who's out there can we get? You know what I mean? I can rifle you with enough couple of names. Lamptey, go and get him and fill up our right wing back. Rafinha, creativity in midfield.
I think we'll go for
I'm saying in this window, if we want to be that ambitious and want to get desperately top 4, them sort of players. They're Premier League improving. I mean, we don't have to go to Europe. It's already in the Premier League. We've got Rafinha there.
I think mine would be Rafinha. Rafinha.
Tarek Lamptey, mate, all day long. Me.
I wouldn't mind him, yeah, but I know Brighton won't sell him now. That will be in the summer.
Big dogs, Matt. If money talks, pal, I'm saying if you slap £50 million on the table,
but they'd have to find a replacement. I don't know who there is.
They'll find some sort of replacement. It's like they'll go Championship and then fucking Middlesbrough, saying, you know what I mean?
Mine would be Rafinha. Kuleveski. If Conte wants him, I want him. It's as simple as that. And maybe this Amrabat. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad window. 3 players.
Yeah,
that's the job.
Next one, Matt.
Michael Lee Mavs. Lampard is going to do a great job at Everton. I think he will do an all right job, actually.
We'll wait and see. No comment.
Michael again. Who do you think Spurs will sign now?
Hey, Mike. Come back to us 6 to 11 on Monday. I told you guys, transfer deadline day on Premier League.
I can't answer you, mate, because we could be linked with a completely unbelievable name tomorrow.
We'll be linked with another fucking Wally and fucking Attilia saying, you know what I mean? So,
or they'll come out with a surprise like Diaz was.
I'm telling you now that there is one surprise in there. It's going to have into.
Carl Simpson, I won't spend my time worrying about all these ex-players on Sky and other channels who have their own agenda and bias. Massive. I agree with that totally.
Yeah. Which players though, Cole?
When we signed Dembele, loads of people were like overhyped and waste of money and not good enough. How did that work out?
Dembele, he's on about Tungi or Musa?
No, Musa.
Oh yeah, Dembele. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't remember being massively hyped when we got him.
No, there wasn't much going around the ground, was there, Matt? Around the fan base about when Dembele come in, and what a massive player he was, huge player. But he was good potential at Fulham anyway. Well, I saw good potential.
Yeah, definitely.
He was a good player at Fulham.
Harry Amrabat looks very smooth on the ball, but it seems he has an attitude problem at his current club. Well, they don't play him. That's probably why.
Oh, who else?
It's weird because when he was at Verona, he played in a 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2, and now at Fulham team there they play a 4-3-3, and he's not used to playing that sort of role, so he's just used as a squad player. So maybe it'd be perfect for Conte.
Who else got Paul? Yes, Paul from
Well, yeah.
Facebook.
Good evening, lads. I'm hoping Levy and Fabio are working hard to get some players. Hashtag back Conte.
That's the sort of comment I like to see. I mean, no one getting flipping overhyped on either flipping Enoch in or Enoch out fence. You know what I mean? He just wants flipping Levy and Fab just bring some players in for Conte. Big up, Paul.
Simon, I can't help but wonder if Conte and Paratici are at odds on who to bring in. Italians are very argumentative.
Yeah, I would assume so, Zara, but there's a a lot of disagreement between these two, who to bring in. And to me, if I was Paratici, I was listen to Conte. If Conte
Yeah.
wants to bring,
I know he's the sporting director, but I just want him to do his job, which is to buy Conte players.
which Paratici's job is to ask the flipping coach, the manager, Conte, what players you want, and I will go and get it over the line.
Well, or like caliber of players. Like, what do they need to have? You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lamptey has little end product, lads. I don't see nothing but pace. I don't agree with that.
I think he'll be a quality signing. Under Conte, mate, I think he'll be quality.
You look at how many times he puts that ball in for Brighton and they miss so many chances. It's ridiculous. I mean, him on the end of Kane and Son, Jesus. And he's bloody good at defending as well. He's not just really good at attacking, he does the defending as well. I'm a
Yeah, no, it's a joke.
It's a joke. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I'm about.
Oh, look who's here. Boys,
Jake,
do I laugh or just mention the name Diaz?
Jake, it wasn't. It was your number one target in the summer, mate. And we saw this coming, mate. As soon as Tottenham put a bid in, Liverpool were going to come in at the last minute, mate. So, as I said, hey, let's see what happens. Let's see if he does turn up at Liverpool. You know what I mean? He may be a flop. We don't know, do we? You know what I mean?
I think he's going to be insane. Because it's always the way. Carl, we will be linked to about 20 more players tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly, Cole. They'll be flipping tomorrow morning. Be waking up like seriously unbelievable. Like Dybala, I wouldn't be surprised if Dybala's name's fucking getting swift about.
That'll be in the summer.
You know what I mean?
He's going to do what Kessie's done and wait till the summer to see what teams are in the Champions League, what team's right for him. No, I'll probably speak to Lo Celso and he'll tell him it's bloody. Yeah. Harry Payne will be linked with Defoe tomorrow. Just watch, lol.
That wouldn't be a bad option for
Legend, mate. Legend. I'd have him for half the season. Knows where the back of the net is. Michael, I'm on the fence about Dembele coming to Chelsea from Barca. Is he coming?
Attitude problem. No, there's just tools. But there's no.
He's on a lot of money in terms of wage wise.
He is an attitude. Don't go there. 14 injuries he's had at Barcelona. Don't even go there, Mike.
Yeah, have him. Chelsea, you'll love him. Gabby goal. I'm not sure if I understand.
I don't know. Chris, what you on about there, matey?
Yeah. Harry, he gets injured too often. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And Tot loved Defoe.
Yeah.
And one more. Defoe had passion and heart for the club. Yes, he did.
So Matt, let's talk about this player then, Matt. Amrabat.
Yeah.
What do you know about him, Matt?
Well, I know that a couple of seasons ago, in his preferred formation, which Conte likes to play, that three at the back with, 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-2-1, he was voted as the third best player in Serie A that season. Impressed really well at Hellas Verona and went on to Fiorentina. But it seems like Fiorentina are playing a different formation to what he's used to, and he's used more as a squad player. But I think what he'll do for us, if he does come in, he's very good at progressing the ball forward. But he's also that general in midfield that I think people think Højbjerg is, but I think this guy is better. I think he'll be more solid. I think he'll put tackles in. But I think what he can do is something that we don't have in midfield, and that's be able to, recycle the ball and keep the ball as well. He's pretty good in tight spaces. I've seen a couple of clips where he nutmegs people if they get too close and press him. So yeah, I mean, it's a player I'd have. I mean, it's not a flashy name, but you know, some of our transfers haven't been in the years, and they've been our better ones. You know, I remember when Christian Eriksen came in for about 12 million quid, and no one thought he'd be as good as he was. You know, in terms of over the years. So, you know, sometimes these players who fans aren't, if it's not a name or someone hasn't heard of him on FIFA or he's like a
It doesn't have
78
to be
rated.
the fancy brands, does it, Matt?
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
exactly. You know, a lot of people, play FIFA these days, play, all the sort of football managers. And if he's rated low, he's not a good enough player for Tottenham. But what gives us, we're not that top Champions League club at the moment. So what gives us that right
the
to think
saying
he's
is,
not good
Matt,
enough?
the saying is when it comes to these sort of things, beggars can't be choosers. I
Exactly.
mean,
And I think, if he does a job and Conte wants him, if everyone says, I want to back Conte, this is what backing Conte is. If he wants him, then you bring him in. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure he'll offer us more than Lo Celso and then Dombele ever did.
absolutely. Well, I've seen this guys. What I've seen of this guys, I've never heard of the guy. When Matt told me the other day who we was after him, I thought, fucking who is this guy?
We were
But I
after him,
have
weren't
watched videos. I've watched a lot of videos, and yeah, he looks comfortable on the ball. He looks smooth, and that's what Harry said there. I think it's Harry said that. Oh no, I think someone else said that. Someone said he looks smooth. He looked good on the ball. He can get the. He's got a good pass as well. He intercepts very well. I think this could be. People may sound even a bit silly, but I think it could be an upgrade on Pierre. I really do.
Yeah, interesting. And if Conte wants to play the 3-4-3 like he did at Chelsea, if he wants to play that with Spurs, the idea is that you have the two holding midfielders and the front three are your creative three who make spaces, who drop into pockets and play quality balls in behind. They're where your goals come from, and maybe a couple in midfield. But yeah, if he wants to play that formation, don't expect a playmaker like an Eriksen to come in or someone like that.
So Matt, what's the deal then for this Adderback? What if we get him? What is it? A loan?
I think he's a loan with an option to buy for about 15 mil, which is not a lot these days, really, is it?
Yeah.
Or like 16 million euros, which is probably like about 12 million. I mean, it's got to be worth a gamble. I mean, I think he's ready to come. I just think we've got to ship out some players.
Absolutely, mate. So got any comments there, Matt?
Yeah, we've got one or two. Jake, love to see if Spurs offered Porto more money, but apparently Georgie Mendes and Paratici don't have a good relationship, so the deal broke down, which resulted in Liverpool coming in.
No. It was literally, Jake, Liverpool found out Tottenham were in, they come with a bid, and that was simple as that, mate. It's as simple as that. Simple.
Gabriel Barbosa.
Yeah. Barbosa, don't know. West Ham are after him, innit?
Yeah. Carl, definitely Christopher. Barbosa is quality.
Yeah, I don't know which team he plays for now.
No. Derek, they say Amrabat is similar to Dombele. He's not bloody lazy.
Yeah, absolutely. What I've seen of him, nowhere near as fucking lazy in this.
Looks like he'll work hard off the ball as well, and on the ball. So
absolutely.
Carl, Amrabat is a non-risk deal, so worth the punt.
Yeah, absolutely.
ITK Simon in full effect. When's Mbappe coming?
No, seriously, mate. I just listen to a lot of good sources and a lot of guys who know a lot of stuff. What's going around these sort of times, and literally, it was Tottenham were bang at it. 46 million was on the table. 13 million in add-ons. The deal was about to get accepted, but obviously Liverpool said we can't have Tottenham sign this player. This is our number one target for the summer. We're going in. You know what I mean? And there you go. I mean, and he wanted Liverpool in the first place. He already stated that before that he wanted to go to the Premier League. Liverpool was his chosen destination. So, yeah.
top 943. We seem to be struggling at the mo to get rid of Endom Bellend.
Top 943. What I heard that Endon Bailey, this talks have stalled. And that's the worrying thing, Matt, with Spurs and PSG at the minute. So apparently talks are going to go ongoing over the weekends, see if they can find some sort of confirmation. What do you reckon, Matt? Is he going to go?
Oh, I hope so, because I just think he's going to be bad to have in the dressing room. You know, I know Valencia is sniffing around for him as well, and they're willing to pay. Maybe even if you said to, PSG.
Matt, I'll be back in 2 secs, pal.
Yeah. Oh, Derek, you didn't mean Ndombele, you meant Moussa Dembele. Yeah, what a player. Yeah, no, Amrabat could be like him. Maybe not as good, but you just never know, mate. You just never know. Darren D at this rate. Paratici will walk too low. Yeah, maybe. Jake, the mad thing is in the summer he nearly went to Everton. Thank God he didn't. Was close to a swap with James Rodriguez. Wow, I didn't know that. Unlucky Everton. Yeah. Why can't Poch help you guys out with a few quality loan players? He has loads in his squad. I don't think it's as easy as that. Yeah, it just depends if they want to come, right? So, breaking news, guys. Apparently, Lyon have reached a deal with Tottenham for Giovanni Lo Celso, loan without option to buy. Lyon to pay half the player's wages, now missing the green light from Lo Celso. So that's breaking news on Twitter now. Why does Ndombele need to go first? Viewers of success, are they saying they wouldn't buy another top player then due to his wages? I think the problem is PSG have to get rid of a few players as well to try and balance the wage bills out. Yeah. Interesting with Lo Celso, there's no option to buy or even, not obligated, but option to buy. It's just a loan, but it means to get him out of the club. If he has a good, season in France, and then we can sell him off for a bit of a fee. That's a start with Lo Celso. Yeah, that's on Air Liquide, which is a French, newspaper is coming out on Twitter now. So maybe things are sort of heating up. Michael, you just need to get into Champions League, then you'll get the big players in the summer. So go for loan players to get you there, and you'll be sorted. Well, maybe, mate, would be nice. Tottenham for need Ali next to go. Yeah, it would be nice.
That's interesting, actually, Matt. Sorry, I'm back on Ali. He is 100% to go apparently this weekend. Apparently, there's 2 teams in for him apparently. But 100% they think Dele Alli out the 3 will be the one to go in this window.
Well, apparently Simon Lyon have reached an agreement with Spurs for the loan of Giovanni Lo Celso, with no option to buy.
Here we go.
No option to buy, but
there is a fucking God up there. There is a fucking God. Thank God.
Yeah. I think it will be a 50-50 loan split, so we'll pay half, they pay half, but it just gets him out, doesn't it?
Gets him out the fucking door. But now this is the ball rolling. Fabrizio, if you didn't see him on the last word earlier, he said this exact thing was going to happen. Yeah. He said this evening you'll see the ball rolling for Tottenham. This guy is getting it right so far, Yeah.
And it's just up to Lo Celso now to give it the green light. Why didn't you go for Genie in the last few days? He wants to return to the Premier League. What are Spurs waiting for?
He doesn't.
I've heard he does. I've heard he is. Yeah, I think he's quite happy to pick up the wage at PSG.
He's very happy at PSG. All that was apparently a myth. Apparently, wanting to come back to the Premier League. He's more than happy in life in France at the minute, Jake.
Darren D, and all this on the 28th of Jan, lol. Yeah, but January is normally a late window. It's never early. I mean, what other
Hey,
top club has
but
bought anyone?
Spurs fan, have you not missed the deadline days of Harry Redknapp days and things like? Oh, I've missed it, so I'm glad that we've kept all our business till Monday. That's where we're going to happen. Me and Matt's going to be on here 6 till 11, taking you through, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah.
With these lots of players.
Loads of signings, hopefully, for Spurs and other teams as well.
So get your popcorn ready, guys.
Jonesy, if you could only have one signing, which position would you strengthen?
A creative midfielder, me. 100%. That's what we're missing.
Yeah, I'll. Oh, it's tough. Right wing back. I'll go right wing back. I think we need one. I think that's vital to Conte's, for the way he plays.
Who's out there? That's the thing, Matt.
Well, I don't know, but
in that position, there's a lot of creative players we can go for, but in that position, Matt,
it's hard. Yeah,
you've got to spend big dollars. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but we just tried to spend 60 million on Diaz. Why not spend it on the right wing back? I love the deadline day signing. Some shocks will happen on the day. Trust me.
Yeah, I believe that, Mike. Do you know what? Right, I'll come in and I'll say, do you know what? I was wrong, and I will do. I've always done it. You know what I mean? But I can see something is boiling in the background.
Deadline day deal for Peter Crouch.
Yeah, that's it, Jake. Hey, that's it. It was better at Spurs than he was at Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, he was pretty good at Spurs, to be fair. Good Champions League nights he had at Spurs.
Yeah, San Siro when he got the winner, wasn't it?
Oh. I've missed the Harry Redknapp windows of Ryan Nelson and Louis Zaha too.
Yeah, it's just not. I'm not saying them sort of winners like that, Jonesy. I'm not saying I missed the signing players like that. I'm just
best one was,
like with Harry Redknapp hanging out of his Range Rover and things like that.
Well, the best one was Odin Wingy when he left that training.
He thought he was
going for the other one.
QP on it. Oh, what a dickhead! What a dickhead!
Paratici has been on his phone all season. It's a joke how we are scrambling about on the last days. Fair play if all these deals get done, though.
But Darren, I can see where you're coming from, mate. It is frustration. But at the end of the day, mate, deals can fall through very easy, mate. And I mean, that's what happens in football. You know what I mean? You think you're going to get someone over the line next to the thing. But how do we know what's going on behind the scenes? How do we know? I mean, it's not worth flipping sitting there saying, oh, we're not signing no one. Same old fucking
3.5 days. 3.5 days still to go.
3.5 days, a long, long time. Still, trust me. You can get 3 or 4 deals, 5 deals done in that time.
You can get 2 or 3 done in a day if you're quick enough.
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely.
Darren D, any news on Morata? Yeah, apparently, it won't be...
He's staying, Darren, in at Juventus.
Yeah. Jake, you can never forget that goal he scored at the Etihad, which got Spurs chat. Oh,
mate, unbelievable, unbelievable, mate. Erupted
and then Redknapp did his team talk, didn't he? And Bentley threw all the water on him. Oh, classic.
That was a classic, Matt. That was a classic, isn't it?
That was what. None of the players would do that now. They're difficult. But that was brilliant. Dancing in his pants on Sky Sports. Love it. Oh dear. Go on, dude. Go on, David Bentley. Side dancer. Nice to see you guys again. Only pop in a couple of times. Side
dancer THFC. Thank you very much for coming in, mate. Much appreciated. Who would you like to see, and what's your stance on what's going on at the club at the minute, in favour of Daniel Levy and what's going on the board? And I mean, just tell us yours. Tell us your side, Si.
Michael, I reckon you and Matt should do your podcast on deadline day outside Spurs, lol.
Well,
it's a bit of a far journey.
Far journey for me, yeah, both of us. I mean, Matt's still got to take a train.
Yeah.
Train ride down.
Van der Vaart has to be the best deadline day signing we've had under Levy.
Yeah, it's up there, Jones, isn't it? It's up there. That was fantastic.
To be fair, I do remember.
Hey, Redknapp. I loved Redknapp's when he said, yeah, Daniel Levy just phoned me. He said, Harry, did you want Van der Vaart? 8 million quid. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get it done. Jeez. What a signing.
Yeah. Tottenham are offering loan with buy option clause that could become mandatory under certain conditions during 6-month loan, around 30 million euros for Kuleveski. Juventus have not accepted yet as they ask for a 100% mandatory clause, around 40 million euros. Talks ongoing.
See, this is what I'm trying to say,
I would
Spurs
not
fans.
pay 40 million euros for him.
Other clubs fuck Tottenham over. And I always think it's Daniel Levy who fucks us over. Some clubs fuck us over because, I mean, other clubs can come in and say, yeah, we'll accept 30 million in the summer, right? And now they want fucking 40. You know what I mean? It's always Tottenham. Seriously, Tottenham. Some clubs are always out there to get fucking Tottenham, I'm telling you.
Michael, that would defo get you more than 1K subscribers.
Michael, mate, we'll get there in the end. Seriously, matey. We will get there in the end. But it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know what I mean? And that's all. We've always said this on this channel. You know what I mean? We're not here. We earn our money through going out to work. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. I mean, this is, and if we can earn
a little, passion, little side passion.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to talk about Spurs. That's it.
Absolutely.
Jake, check Fab Twitter update on Kuleveski deal for Spurs. Yeah, just seen that, Jake. Thank you for keeping us updated. Darren D, even though Paratici is there, still seems like Levy is pulling the strings. Yeah, Van der Vaart was best by far too.
What you got to understand, Darren, yeah, you can bring in flipping Pinocchio or fucking Sooty and Sweet or director of football, but the end of it stops with Daniel Levy. The last buck stops with Daniel Levy. He's got to give the green light. You know what I mean, throughout the deal. You know what I mean, until he comes away from it, but he still has to have. They'll still go to Daniel Levy.
Final say, won't he? He's still probably got to go to Joe Lewis and say it's 50 million, all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael again, like Levy, Roman gets fapped on signing.
And do you know what, right, as well, right? What I like about, what I don't think is funny about this, mate, it's always Levy out. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not fucking saying I'm Levy and Levy, but it's always, why is it not flipping Lewis? Lewis gets a lot away with this, fucking a lot, you know.
Both of them. Yeah. Well, whole of Enoch, isn't it? It's the whole. Paul Lamptey, 50 million, get him now.
Get him in, exactly. Be brave, be big dogs.
I will admit I do love your podcast. It's awesome. I've told lots of people to subscribe to you guys. Oh, thank you, mate.
Michael, you're a legend, cuz. You're a legend.
Side dancer, I've always said Steve Hitchen is the problem. How he's kept his job through all these windows. Although that last word on Spurs thing with I don't know if you saw it, Simon, with Michael Bridge. He was bigging up Steve Hitchen, wasn't he?
Yep, he was bigging up Steve Hitchen. Do you know what? Michael Bridge is a fucking legend. I love Michael.
I'd love to. I do like Bridge.
Brilliant. He is seriously down to earth. I mean, he says what it is. Always says, I'm taking my Sky Sports hat off, it. Yeah. He said, I'm a Spurs fan now. And I mean, he's brilliant. How he comes across about things. And he's the one he said that he's good contact in Italy. I think it's DiMaggio, I think it is. And he's very close friends with Conte. And he's the one he said.
Paratici, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't watched that stream, it was really good actually.
Yeah, very good, guys. Go and watch the last 20 minutes
because he can't connect.
Oh, mate, seriously, and Anti Costa was laughing his head off.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah.
Oh, big up, seriously, big up last one on Spurs, Ricky and all that, brilliant crackers and what a flipping guys they are.
Yeah,
they are. I think they're coming my favourite.
They're my favourite, yeah. Jonesy, if Lo Celso, Tungi, Hill go, can you see Delhi going as well?
Jonesy, yeah, as I said a minute ago.
Do you see that?
I've listened to three sources today, like verbally talking, and all three of them have said Dele Alli 100% is going. 100% Dele Alli. I mean, so let's see. Let's see what happens, Jonesy.
Do you think if 4 out, Simon, we get 4 in, or do you think it'll maybe be like 4 out, 3 in?
Matt, I've already said, Matt, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Two or 3. I wouldn't be surprised. I think they want these players to go out. Just get them off the books. I mean, just go.
Top 943, Lewis out. Hope your yacht sinks. I mean, I don't wish anything.
Yeah. You don't get
you know,
on family issues and things like that. And I like someone said that the other day on one of the streams. I forgot what it was, and he said that let's not bring in like we want them dead. We wish them this. No. Absolutely, they're human beings at the end of the day, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they try and do a job.
I suppose none of us know what it's like running a football club, in fairness.
Absolutely, matey.
Jake, big up to Bob. Great to see you on the men. Keep fighting, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Big up, Bobby. He's on the mend. Thank
top
God.
943, good call, Jake. And that is all of them.
Is that all of them? Way, Matt, let's get into these other ones. These earlier. Where do we get to? This one, Matt. What does the board now need to do now to get these to get at least 2 or 3 players through the door, mate? What they need to do? What do we need?
Well, I don't think we need to panic and just buy anyone. I think they got to suit the system. They got to make sure Conte's happy with it. I think the main thing is to get the players that they don't want out the door, and then I think we'll see signings come in pretty quick. I think they're raring to go. I just think we've got to get rid of a Lo Celso, a Dele, a Tungi, at least 2 of them, and then bring one in.
I think you're right there, Matt. I think you're right. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Conte's after like another defensive-minded midfielder and a creative midfielder. So as you said there, Matt, they're waiting for
maybe even a striker.
Maybe 2 or 3 to go out, and let's bring them in. I mean, so and let's see Kunovitzki. I mean, I don't know much about this guy.
No.
He may be the saving grace for our season.
He could come in and do really well. You just never know, do you?
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely, Matt. So I think you're right there, Matt. I think the ball needs to shift out 2 or 3. At least, Matt.
Yeah, maybe it's just 4. Funny, like you say, hearing about Brian Hill ready to go out on loan. Does that mean they've got someone pretty much ready?
Apparently, what's his name? Is it that Carvel guy on Sky Sports, Matt?
Oh yeah.
He said tonight. I was watching the transfer at 7:00 there. He said that Spurs are waiting for Brian Hill to go to Valencia, and it's like a domino effect. And Kunovitzki deal will be announced. So that's what they're waiting. So let's see if they're right on that one, Matt. But I think before players come in, Matt, I think we do have to shift 2 or 3 out.
What it's all down to, Matt. I think we've got to shift them, and then when we shift them, we balance the books, and you can bring loans in.
Yeah, absolutely. So, go on, Matt. Have you got any more comments there?
Michael, listen, just trust in Levy, all Levy haters, because if he gets a couple of massive signings, you'll all be saying he's the best.
Oh, I think some of these are far over the hill, Mike, of saying Daniel Levy, right? I'll tell you now, right? He can bring in the likes of.
There's still people who hate him.
He'll bring in 3, 4, 5 well.
He could bring in like the Bala, Kessie, and
the Flaviches and things like that.
And I still think there are people annoyed.
Yeah. It's just too far gone, me personally. Who else, Matt?
Jake, Matt, I'm surprised you would take Morata. Constantly moving clubs for big money. Somehow not for me. Think you should stay clear. I just think for our.
I think that's a smoke square. I think that's his name being thrown in the hat.
Yeah.
I've never been interested, so.
But I know he can score. Well, he can score a couple of goals anyway. I don't. What other strikers are out there? We could possibly go.
Absolutely.
Tell you, I wouldn't mind taking a punt on if you're going to bid 50 million for Diaz. Maybe that Jonathan David. Carl Simpson, we have definitely got players ready to come in to replace the players.
Yeah, I think it's boiling up behind the scenes, Carl. I really do. I think there is 1 or 2 or maybe 3 waiting in the wings. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely.
Paul Denman, don't listen to Sky Sports. They get their news off Twitter.
Well, yeah, I
Probably everyone bloody
understand.
does.
Paul, I understand that, matey, but when it comes to people like Darmashev and Carville, I listen to them too because they. I don't care what anyone
They
says.
actually speak to
Right?
agents as well.
They know a lot about. They got every agent in their flipping phone book, and they know what's going on. I mean, they are just exactly the same as the Riccios, the DiMaggios, the Martin Laws, the Michael Bridges. They're all like that. They're all in the same flipping ring. You know what I mean? But yeah, Conte when he come to Tottenham, we heard it more first on Twitter. Sky Sports announced it 40 minutes later. You know what I mean? So yes, the links on Twitter is very more advanced than Sky Sports and more quicker. Who else we got, Matt?
Carl, whatever happens, Levy and Enoch need to go. Done great stuff with the non-football side, but the football side, he has destroyed us.
Oh yeah, I don't know. As said, Carl, I don't like getting into them involved in this Enoch out and Enoch in, mate. Me personally, on the financial side, I mean the infrastructure side, I say he's done very well for Tottenham, very well. You know what I mean? He's done much better than Alan Sugar. If it wasn't for Daniel Levy and Enoch to take over Alan Sugar, we could have been relegated. You know what I mean? So if you want to go back that time, you know what I mean?
Could have been bankrupt.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? So they've done some good stuff and there's some bad stuff, like any other club chairman in the Premier League. You know what I mean? Who stinks, like what the Glazers are doing at United, what Gillette, George Gillette and things like that at Liverpool before these other lot, Fenway's coming, they were stinking as well. You know what I mean? And it does happen. It does happen. I mean, so it's good or bad on the Enoch out and Enoch in fence. You know what I mean? I don't want to get involved in that. So I got my opinions. Matt's got his opinions, and everyone else in the chat's got their own opinion. You know what I mean? To me, Enoch have done good and have done bad. You know what I mean? And that's how I see it.
Ali, Levy always wants a deal. He was in Poundland recently to buy toothpaste. He offered 80 pence to the cashier with the remaining 20 pence to be split over the next 2 seasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's quite funny.
Actually, Matt, go on, mate. If you go through the comments, Matt.
Curse, hello, Curse. Hope you're well.
Yes.
I haven't seen you in here for a while, but yeah, no, I hope you're all well. Big up, fellas. Hope many attend on Monday.
I can't because I work comes first. I live up north. Work comes first. I very much don't go nowhere near London very much now. So unfortunately, but yeah, I hope you're well, Kirst, and all that. Thanks for coming in. I'm trying to just find a video. Go on, Matt. You can go through it.
Hot 943 will be there. Jake has put, asking both of you, what are your thoughts on the protest Brian is doing on deadline day? Do you agree with it?
Listen, Jake. Brian, fantastic guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're all in the Spurs family. They're great guys. Unfortunately, everyone's got their own opinion, Jake. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. And Brian's got his big beef with Daniel Levy. It's not just now. He's been at it for years. I mean, so he's entitled to what he believes. And everyone else entitled to it. So what he does and what he's doing on deadline day, mate, that's his business. And that's what people's business who's going out there. You know what I mean? Personally. But me personally, do I agree with it? I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. I just care about what's happening on the football pitch. You know what I mean? Actually, on just watching Tottenham play. You know what I mean? Actually, and then at the end of the day, Tottenham sell the club. The new owners come in. Who's saying these owners going to be as as good as what Daniel Levy is. And they could be even worse. They could be fucking shitbags and shove Tottenham. I mean, they can put Tottenham into trouble. I mean, so be careful what you wish for. And that's all. I'm a big believer of that saying. Be careful what you wish for. But yeah, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it or not. It's nothing. Seriously. But fair play to Brian and his crew going out there on deadline day. I mean, Matt, what's your opinions on it?
I think I'm the same as you. Everyone has their own opinion, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If you want to go, you go. For me, work comes first, and things like that. I try not to let that sort of thing get to me. I just like to watch Spurs on the day, and I think the problem with this generation is at the moment everyone's just obsessed with transfers rather than the actual more than the on the pitch. If that makes sense, Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. I don't know if I agree with it at this moment in time because I do think it's a harsh time to judge them. I know what they've done over the last 20 years isn't great, but you look where they've built us up from and the stadium we've got now. Okay, they've probably taken their foot off the gas and neglected the team, but they're trying to put it right. They brought Conte in. Let's just see, if they properly back him in the summer, and maybe we could have this conversation again. But I think to do this protest in January is a little bit harsh because I don't think it's an easy time to buy. And you look at Leicester; they haven't signed anyone. West Ham haven't signed anyone. Man United haven't signed anyone. Arsenal haven't signed anyone. And I know people will say, "Well, they don't need improving," but
Matt, Matt, if you just carry on, I'm just going to go on Twitter. So I'll find this video and I'll show everyone. All right, mate.
All teams need improving, so it's not only us that are struggling. At least we're trying. I can say that. But yeah, hope that answered you, mate. THFC Curse, I live up north too, mate. If I had childcare sorted, I'd have been there, but sadly not.
Yeah.
Carl, also,
yes, I totally agree with that one.
Carl says also we should ring Wolves up and say how much do you want for Neves? Now that is a creative force we need.
Well, do you know an interesting thing you say that, guys? Arsenal apparently have contacted Wolves about Neves today. So watch that space, guys, because Neves could be going Arsenal.
Michael, I think you guys should go in for Lingard because he ain't signed for Newcastle yet, and he is awesome. Was great at West Ham. He's underrated and has a good career, I believe. Thanks for all the Lingard is a good player, and I think I'd have him maybe on a free in the summer if he wants to come in, and if he can offer us something different, more. He's going to offer us a bit more than Ali and Lascelles. Some people like play on the wing. He can play in a central position. He's got good morale as well. I think he brings that team unity as well. You look what he did for West Ham. I think it'd be a good move. But only if Conte wants him, like I said.
Yeah. Matt, I just want to share this video with everyone. I'll share this video. This is just Daniel Levy summed up in one 7-second video. Seriously, many people have probably seen it. Here we go, guys.
How much is this? 149, sir. I've got 50p. Fuck you, bastard. Hey, how much is this? 149, sir. I've got 50p. Fuck you, bastard. Hey,
Matt, does that sound?
Even looks like a bit like Levy, to be fair. It's about right. I can imagine him doing that. Imagine him doing him. Well, he definitely did that for Jack Grealish, didn't he? You can have Josh Onama and 5 million. Fuck you bastard.
But do you know what? Right, as I said, that's Daniel Levy in 7 seconds, isn't it, mate? I mean, absolutely. So, where are we up to, Matt? There's one more question, actually, Matt, before we.
Oh, sorry.
Go on, Matt. Go on.
Darth, I don't know how I feel about the swap. Matt always struck me as a right side host.
All right, I know what it's all about. Nah, Das, I've come out. I can easily swap it over, but Mac,
It's a bit weird. I'm on the left. I'm in charge to know.
Yeah, that's it.
Michael, haha. Top 943. See it, lol. Michael's put. You heard it here first. Neves and Lingard signed for Spurs on deadline day.
No chance.
I don't see that. Maybe Neves, maybe. I don't see Lingard. I don't think Man United will give him to us. That's the problem.
Yeah, they won't deal with us, unfortunately. Actually, Seb Jenkins on Twitter, his article earlier on the Spurs web about not attending on transfer deadline daily, I think it was a very good read. If anyone wants to go over to that and have a read on that, it's brilliant actually. But he's another one. He's got his own opinion. Oh, Jakey boy. Yeah. I'm contacting Matt.
Apparently, Fabrizio's come out now and talked about Lo Celso. It's not fully agreed on player or contract side. Apparently, Villarreal have now approached Tottenham for Lo Celso on loan as well. So a lot of things coming out now.
Right, brilliant. Here we go. Matt, before we get into the last question, Dar says, I don't see why players want to sign for Spurs now. In the past, sure, but they have a lot of games in hand, a good coach. That's what I'm trying to say, mate. We're not in the Champions League at this present moment, are we? We're not in a good place, are we? And the players around the club as well. The players do actually look at everything around the club, me personally.
Fabrizio's just tweeted, it's going to be mad these final days. He's just commented on the Spurs Twitter page saying it's going to be mad these final days. Laughing face.
Here we go then. Here we go. Sergio, thanks for coming in, pal. We have a chairman who does not have a clue about football. He has hired Paratici as a smokescreen and a recruitment. And recruitment is a joke. I don't think it's a smokescreen. I don't see it as that. Me personally, just every time Paratici and Conte want to sign a player, they have to go through Daniel Levy or anyone who owns a club. They've got to go through them to have the final check. Have the final say on it. So. But thanks for your comment, matey. Thanks for coming in, pal. So Matt, the last one, mate. Who would you like to see come through the door? Here we go. We'll end up with this, Matt. End the show on this.
Realistically or dream?
Realistically, isn't it? Because the dream, we can flip and say any flipping Tom Dick and Harry,
innit? All right. I'll go Amrabat, Kulusevski, because I don't know who else there actually is in terms of options we've got. And
Bazuma.
Oh, I'd love it. That's not realistic, though, as I said. In the summer, it is.
I'll tell you now, it could be realistic, mate.
Well, I'll go Lamptey then, if you're saying that.
But, Matt, them sort of players, seriously, they're not. Come on. If we can't go to that sort of clubs, I know what you're trying to say, get replacement. They can get replacement in, mate. Seriously, they can get replacement in. But if Tottenham say, slap the fucking money in it.
Amrabat, Kulusevski and Lamptey, I'd be buzzing with that. Well, near enough, yeah.
Yeah. But where's the creativity, Matt?
I keep telling you, Simon, that if he's going to play this 3-4-3 he played under Chelsea, they didn't have creativity. They used the likes of Pedro, Costa, and Willian on the right. We've got Son, Kane, Moura, Kulusevski could do.
I'll get James Ward-Prowse.
I think it'll be 60 mil at least. I'm not paying that for him.
I don't think so. That's sort of spriting around, mate. I don't think so. I think it'll be about 35.
I'd rather have Neves.
Would you? Neves?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. He can take a free kick as well.
Yeah, but no good as Jane Ward-Prowse at the minute, mate. He's the best in the league at the minute.
No, but I think in terms of an overall midfielder, I think Neves is better. I think what Ward-Prowse is better at is free kicks and delivery. But I think Neves is going to be better in a Conte type team.
Yeah, I don't know. Jane Ward-Prowse could we suffer from
either, mate. I'll take either.
From assisting from corners and free kicks and things like that, mate. We've got no one.
If it was out of three, Basuma, Ward-Prowse, or Neves, I'm having Basuma all day long.
Ooh, but you're getting Amrabat.
Nah, sack off Amrabat. Basuma. No, I think it will be Amrabat. I think it will be Kulusevski. I don't know who the third one will be because there could be another name that pops up tomorrow. I'd take Morata if we could get him just on loan for a striker because I think he could just help Harry Kane out.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a bad window, mate. Those free signings. I mean, that does strengthen us a little bit. A backup striker, another winger who can play in multiple positions, and a central defensive midfielder.
What I don't get, Matt. What I don't get, yeah. Champions League qualifying, right? For qualifying Champions League brings around about 100, 120 million, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? We've got to make Champions League this season, right? To have a good summer. Well, give us the 120, 140 million now and go out and get the fucking well beaters. I'm not saying like proper well. I mean like the Rafinhas, Matt, or the Bazumas and things like that, mate.
Well, I'd love Rafinha. I mean, if I could say Rafinha,
3 or 4 very good players, Matt. You will get that money back at the end of the season because you'll be finishing top 4.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation. Yeah. Why say to us now, well, we can't spend this money because we're not in the Champions League, but to get into the Champions League, you have to spend that kind of money because you'll get that back.
Because Diaz could have been signed, so there is money there, even if you're not in the Champions League. Clearly,
I'm telling you now. I think if we was in the Champions League, I think Diaz is coming to Tottenham. I think I'm with you. I think Diaz would have gone to Tottenham.
I think because we got Davinson Sanchez as well, who's Colombian. That's massive.
Absolutely. If we was in the Champions League, I'm telling you now, I think we're going to got a very good chance in Vlahovic and things like that. Seriously, I'm telling you now. We don't be bold, Matt. That's the unfortunate in this club at the minute. We're not bold. We don't flex the muscles, do we, mate? I mean, we don't take a gamble. That's the word, Matt. We don't take a gamble.
Yeah.
To try and get to the top 4. This is the place. This is the time now, Matt.
I think they tried with Diaz, didn't they? And it hasn't worked.
No, but I'm saying 4 games in hand, Matt. This is the best time now. We've got a great chance of Champions League.
If we get 3 in, even if we get the 3 in, I still think that's enough.
But why can't they spend 120 million in this window? Because you'll get it back in the flipping finishing in the Champions League. I just don't get it, Matt. I really don't.
I think they've been, like I said, I think they've been burnt with mistakes in this. I don't want to make another one.
You won't make a mistake, trust me. You've got Conte at the wheel, Matt. 4 games in hand. If you get fucking 3 or 4 fucking beaters in that team, mate, to add to what we got, mate, that's top 4 all day long, mate.
I think if we keep our squad fit, we have got world beaters. I do think Son and Kane are world beaters, and I do think Romero could be massive coming back.
No, I'm saying to add. That's what I said, Matt.
Yeah, I think Amrabat, Morata, and someone like will add. I think Kulusevski could get a couple of goals. I think he could help us out in when Mora has a tight hamstring or can't play, you bring him in, or Son maybe tightening up, you bring someone else in. It's an option, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Matt, we've got Sergio saying, why not go for Rafinha and Ward-Prowse? That is what we need. Rafinha, what a player, isn't it? What a player.
Oh, Rafinha, Jesus.
Ward-Prowse, good player. Dar says, if you finish 4th, maybe you can beat United to Declan Rice.
It'll be so expensive. It'll be like 90 mil, I reckon.
Yeah. I don't think I'll pay that.
I wouldn't pay that, I don't think.
No, not, you're correct.
There's options, other options.
Other options, mate, Matt, out there.
I'd have Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips is good.
I'll
That's
tell you
another
what,
good.
now I put in a bid for him. I think he'd be brilliant in our midfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And
He
if we're
is
back at
better
striker,
he is better than Højbjerg. No doubt about
back
that.
at striker saying like that, like a Harrison from Leeds.
Yeah, scores goals. Yeah, does a job.
I mean, so take Origi.
I'd have him. I actually would have him as second striker. He scores goals.
Won't come Spurs. Yeah.
I've heard that before. Jermaine Defoe wouldn't come to Spurs, but he came, didn't he?
Yes, Tim Man 007. Thanks for coming in, pal. If a clown builds a palace, he doesn't become a king. The palace becomes a circus. This is THFC. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, Tim Man 007. I mean, and if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. I don't think the club has become a circus. Me personally, I mean, we're in a good situation, Matt. I mean, I don't think our fans actually.
I do. Yeah, I think people got to realise we're not where people want us to be, but we're in that rebuild stage but now I think we've got the proper manager who can really do it.
Yeah.
Like Conte said, you're not going to fix it in one window. It doesn't matter who you sign.
Yeah, absolutely. And Paul said he'd like to see fucking this fucking dude, isn't it? It's dude, isn't it?
I love it.
What about Calvert Lewin when everyone get relegated?
They're not going to get relegated.
Declan Rice is more suited for Chelsea. He's best friends.
100%. I agree with that. He'll go there, I reckon.
He'll sign him in the summer, no doubt.
Not that they need him.
I just think
we've got Kante, Jorginho, and Kovacic.
I think you'll go United if United finish in top four. I really do.
Do you?
Need to back him though, guys. Otherwise, what's the point?
I think they're trying. I do.
They're trying. Tim Man 007. Thanks for coming in, pal. I see you on a lot of channels. And I really do like people like you who go and share your opinions on other channels, mate, which is fantastic. And you're entitled to it. And me and Matt's correct there. He's trying. They're behind scenes. You can't blame Daniel Levy for the Diaz deal going wrong. He wanted Liverpool first before Tottenham bid. I knew that for a fact. He wanted Liverpool move. And that was going to be Liverpool's summer signing. You know what I mean? But they wanted to bring it forward because Spurs were about to go get him. Adama Traore, yes, we could have got him a bit earlier. Maybe paid what? They wanted 22. Then they upped it to 25 million. They don't want to pay it. Simple as that. So to me personally, they are trying, Tim Man 007, mate. They are trying. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm not fully backing him, Daniel Levy and things like that. Don't want to get involved in that Enoch in, Enoch out row, was what me and Matt saying. We're not getting involved in that row. You know what I mean? We just want the best for the football club. And I think that's what all fans want. We just want the best for the football club. I mean, and I do personally believe deep down, Daniel Levy wants the best for his football club. I really do deep down. People can make and call me a clown or you can call me whatever. It doesn't really hurt me. You know what I mean? But I don't think you telling me that Daniel Levy doesn't want the best for his football club. I really do believe he wants the best. And he's trying. That's what Matt said there. He's trying. They're trying behind scenes. And just wait until 11 p.m. deadline day. Tim Man 007. Come on my match show 6 till 11 on deadline day, and we'll see who we got through the door. You know what I mean? But to me, I see it as Daniel Levy. He wants the best for his club. You know what I mean? And I think it was when we moved to White Lane, to this new stadium. I think COVID has got a lot to say in this. A lot to say because he was banking on this money coming in from his stadium. He was banking on this money coming in for his stadium. So, Matt, do you agree that, innit, Matt? They were banking on this, innit? The money coming for the stadium, and it wasn't there. When we first moved it, COVID was around, and it hit us big time in the pocket, like every other flipping club did. So we've suffered. So if it wasn't for COVID, we would have had this massive, massive revenue, game in, game out.
Yeah.
Right. But we didn't over 2 years of COVID.
You couldn't have predicted that, could it?
We couldn't have predicted that. Absolutely.
No
So that's
one
not
did,
Daniel Levy's fault, is it, guys? That's not Daniel Levy's fault. Yes, he has done wrong. Yes, he's a penny pincher. Yes, we can go on all night about Daniel Levy, but let's look at the good things, what he's done for the club as well. It's not just the bad things he's done for the club. You know what I mean? But hey, that's how I see it, and that's how Matt sees it as well. I want Paul Gregory running my football club. We won't win many games, but I'll be great looking team. Tim Mandela says, "Hey, respect guys, but I don't trust the man. Big up though, guys." Yeah, that's your opinion. That is totally your opinion, and we respect your opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Do I trust the man fully? I mean, I have my doubts, and I saw him. Matt has his doubts. So I mean, where we do stress because we talk every other day, me and Matt leaves me a lot of WhatsApp messages and he's say sometimes. I mean, fuck, say what's going up.
It's heat at the moment.
It's heat at the moment, yes. And I think that's what I think. What a lot of these fans are like, the heat of the moment. I think that's what it is, Matt. And it some of these fans, but
I think it's too obsessed as well.
Everyone's got their own opinion on what's going on at the club. You know what I mean? But big up Tim Man 007 and got Sean saying, what are we doing? 29th, 2 days left. 28 today is 28. Two days left, and every player we are linked with just ends up with another team grabbing them away. Yeah, Sean, thanks for coming in, pal. It's the first time I've seen you. I don't know if Debbie's been in before, Matt. I haven't seen Sean come in.
No, I haven't. No, welcome to the channel, mate.
Welcome to the channel, mate. Listen, they've been grabbing away for a reason, because that was Liverpool's number one target, and he wanted Liverpool in the first place. So to me, Tottenham done all they can to try and get Luis Diaz. So, I mean, the money was there. The money was on the table. Was about to be accepted. But Liverpool come calling. You know what I mean? What can you do? And what can you do? So, quickly, Matt, before we go, the players I would like to see for the door. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this Amrabat through the door, Matt. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think he'll be a decent enforcer. And what I've seen, Matt, I think he can be an upgrade on Pierre. I think it can. I really think. Kulavitsky, I ain't seen much of this guy. I don't know much of this guy. His stats are not great. He's got more yellow cards and goals. Got 8 yellow cards and 5 goals.
I don't think he's really starting for Juventus. But
yeah, and that's the worrying thing as well. I mean, we're signing players who don't really start for their teams. You know what I mean? Give him a go. I mean, you just never know. You never know. And I would love to see a creative midfield. We're crying out for one. We really are. And there must be someone out there.
There's loads.
There is. I mean, absolutely. But from now till the deadline, mate, I think they are trying everything in their power, mate.
It would be crazy, like Fabrizio Romano. So I think you're going to be by your phone every bloody hour, probably, in the next couple of days.
Yeah. He's side dancer at THFC. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming back in, pal. He's wise with his money because he has done so many times with the players, i.e., Endon Bailey. And it's the thing as well. It's like people say he don't spend the money. He does spend money. It's just been recruited for.
Yeah, we've been craply spent. That's all.
That's it. Absolutely, it's all it is. It's been
What
spent.
What was Ndombele and the Celso about 120 million together, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now we want to get rid of them. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. I mean, Tim Man 007 says, agree we need more than one window, but think it will need one or two quality players just to push for this top 4 place as this is up. Absolutely, Tim Man 007. It's going to take, Conte's already said it's going to take 3-4 windows to just to get us competing with the top boys in the league again. So that's competing. You know what I mean? So what a job he's got on his hands. But I do, me and Matt, we would like to see 2 quality players coming in this window, and I think he will do, mate. I really do think that 2 or 3 will come in, and that's what Matt was saying there. That he said the Celsos could be going now. That ball's rolling. I mean, Dele Alli hopefully over the weekend. We've got to get players out. That's what I'm hearing. Players have to go before players come in.
Yeah.
So Nero's back again. Neo 1972. Thanks for coming back in, pal. Amrabat, more like oh, here we go. He's not a very good fan. This guy, I ain't seen much of this guy, but what I've seen of him, he seems more composed on the ball. He's a good passer. He breaks up play well. Strong. He's good in the air. You never know. I mean, can he do it in the Premier League? And that's the big question, Matt. You got Side Dancer again, mate. It's saying Spence from Middlesbrough, Matt.
He's that wing back, isn't he? I think we've targeted, but he's not available till the summer because I think he's had 2 different loans or something. So I don't think he can go to another club.
There you go. Matt's bringing it, so he can't. Nothing can be done till the summer.
He looks pretty good, like quick and.
Side Dancer says, I would do anything to get in Jesse Lingard in. I don't think Jesse Lingard will be good for the end of the season, but United won't deal with Tottenham. I'm afraid on that one side. Tim Man 007 say, what do you think of Rafinha? Apparently West Ham are after him. Apparently so. West Ham are apparently going to make a last-ditch cheeky bid.
I'd be all over that. If I was Spurs, I'd be watching that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you tell me you go to West Ham over Tottenham, you're having a laugh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, totally agree. Neo 1972 says he's no better than what we already have. He can't even get in. But the thing is, Neo, we are saying, a loan with an option to buy. If he's no good from now to the end of the season, we don't sign him. We send him back. So it's a win-win situation. I think you guys need. I think he's on about Kessie. He's on about Kessie. He's going Barcelona in the summer. Trust me, that's where he's going up. He's going Barcelona to join this revolution. What's happening at Barca?
Yeah, I think Barcelona are trying to rebuild their side, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So Matt, that's it. We come through the door, mate. Been on here for 2 hours now, mate. Matt kept it going while I had internet problems, and so thank him for that. So we thank it, Matt. We thank everyone for tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, everyone who's joined the chat. There's some new ones in there, some really regular faces, which is great to see. So we just thank for every single one of you for your support. And I'm busy tomorrow, so I can't do nothing tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. We're definitely let's Monday. It's already scheduled, Matt, isn't it? It's out there, guys. 6 p.m. Monday evening till 11 p.m. 5 hours of streaming on here. Premier Hotspur TV will bring you deadline day. It's a shame we can't bring you it the whole, because that was my intention. I was going to come on here, take a day off work, and bring the whole of it. Do you know what? No, it's a bit of a long. We've been stretched out, but 5 hours is enough. You know what I mean? Same, we've only been going 2 hours now. You know what I mean? Just imagine that, another 3 hours yet on deadline day. But I do like this. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, it will be exciting.
Yeah. So thanks for everyone for coming and trying to reach our goal as 1K subs. We are 270 away, under 270 now, Matt, away for reaching our target. And I hope we can get there. I do believe we can get there, Matt, before the end of the season. But it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Matt, before we go out, is any comments there, Matt?
Michael says, good night, guys. See you deadline day. Great show.
Michael, thanks for coming on.
Great weekend, mate. Derek says, great show, guys. Big up. Yeah, Derek, have a good one, mate.
Derek,
thank you.
Nice one, pal.
Side answer. All the best, lads. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs.
Top 943. Big up, Matt. Lifesaver. Lol. Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you.
He is a lifesaver.
Tin Man 007. All the best, lads.
Tin Man 007. I want to see you on deadline day. I want to see you on deadline down here. You know what I mean? And many, many faces, guys, because we'll open up the phone lines as well. If you want to come on, have your say.
There will be a long string, guys, so come and keep us company.
Yeah, exactly. Come and give us company and talk about these Darbalas coming in, and everyone's coming in for Tottenham. You know what I mean?
Jake, we need a quiz. I'm ready for round 2.
Oh, do you know what? We definitely are going to get a quiz going. Don't you worry, Jake. Don't you worry. Do you know what? I was on a quiz the other night, mate. Oh, it was fucking shocking.
That's it, mate. That's all the comments.
So, guys, thank you very much. Thanks for everyone in the comments again, guys. So, from me, Simon on Premier Hotspur TV, and Matt, co-host, always in here, and keeping it going as well tonight when I had problems as well with the internet. So, thanks for that, Matt.
It's all right, mate.
We'll go on to deadline day, guys. Maybe Sunday. Maybe we did say we're going to do a tier maker. It's my turn to do one. So yeah, if we get time for Sunday, sometime Sunday, we'll do one. Not a problem. But if not, Monday is the big one. Let's see if we can get players through the door. I know Matt he'll be texting me. He'll be keeping me up to date.
I'll be on it, mate. You know me. I'll be on it. Mate. I'll be Simon. Get off work, mate. Come up and find someone.
But are you off Monday? Are you, Matt?
Most of Monday. I've got some PT. I'll have to text you the times because I haven't booked in yet, but I know they will.
Right.
We should be back by 6 though. So
yeah, that's not a problem. We'll get it started. So guys, thank you very much. We'll see you again either Sunday or definitely Monday, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. here on Premier Hotspur TV, transfer deadline day. And we'll leave you with this, guys. Good night, guys. We'll see you soon.